Hi potheads, once again this is Kong and we're going to cook another dish tonight. I hope you're ready for dinner because here we go. Tonight we're making Thit Kho. This is a very traditional Vietnamese dish of stewed pork cooked in a caramel sauce. Now you're probably wondering why I'm looking way down at you, and that's because no one else is home today except for my daughter Bethany, and she's 8. So she has been appointed as the camera woman. Bethany, why don't you go ahead and say hello to everybody? Say hello.
Hello.
Alright, everybody says hello back to you, Bethany. Thank you for taping this for us today. Alright, now here we go. To make Thit Kho, we are going to start, all you need is some eggs. Okay, that's gonna go boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs inside the sauce. I've got the pork right over here, Bethany. Right over here, we've got the pork. It's been marinating in some fish sauce. I happen to use pork butt, pork butt with the skin on. We find that that's the traditional way. We've cut it up into big chunks, and it should be ready to go. Also, we're going to use the juice of 1 coconut, so we're going to cut this open later. Alright? So let's make Thit Kho. First step is to hard boil the eggs. You're going to use the trivet, which came with your Instant Pot. And what it does is with these little feet, it's going to keep the eggs off of the bottom of the pot. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Alright? I'm going to take some eggs, place them inside. How many eggs you want, Bethany?
All of them.
But I think this is a good amount. I've got 8. Let's go with not 8. 8 eggs. We put 8 eggs into the Instant Pot. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. 1 cup of water. Right in the bottom. I'm going to cover this up. Go ahead and set it to steam. Make sure the vent's closed. Set it to steam for 5 minutes, all right? Steam's gonna build up. It's gonna pressurize. It will steam itself for 5 minutes. Once that's done, we're gonna do a quick release. We're gonna do a natural pressure release for another 5 minutes. So we're gonna wait, let the timer count another 5 minutes after it's done. We're gonna dump them into an ice bath for 5 minutes. After that, we're going to peel them and they'll be ready to go. So we'll come back when this is done. We'll get the eggs set, and then once the eggs are set, we'll start making our caramel sauce and getting the pork ready to cook. See you in a little bit. Oh, you know what I forgot? I'm doing cooking without the proper lubrication. So, hang on just a second. Let me... So don't forget that we really need to stay well lubed when we're cooking in the kitchen, especially if we want our food to come out right. So, another handy dandy shandy. We'll get started for tonight. So hang on, and we'll be right back with some more fun. So the eggs are gonna go in the ice bath. While they're chilling, we'll go ahead and start making the caramel sauce for the pork. So let's go ahead and do that. And don't forget to stay lubed, my friends. Ready, Bethany? Let's go. All right. Now in Thit Kho, the Vietnamese caramelized pork. It's the caramel that gives it this deep, rich flavor. And this depth of flavor is what makes it so tasty. Making a good caramel sauce is key. And it's so easy to make. I'm going to show you how to do it right now, okay? What it takes is some sugar, not cashews. We just store our sugar in the cashew jar. Not really sure why we do that. You're going to want about 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now I don't measure it. I just figure this is a good amount of sugar for the amount of pork that we've got. Alright? In that sugar, we're gonna add just a small sploosh of oil. Sploosh! You don't really need it. What the oil is gonna do is gonna keep the sugar from sticking to the pan and to itself. So it's easier to pour out later. And you got the sugar, the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our stove. You can see it come on over high heat. I'm gonna shake this out. We're gonna watch it make caramel. You ready? Bethany, can you get in here and get a good look at what's going on here? Alright, so as it gets hot, you're gonna notice that the sugar melts, alright? And that's actually what it's doing, it's melting. It's gonna be so hot. You do not want to get any of this sugar on you at all. It's gonna be the worst burn that you've ever had. So be very careful when you're working with molten sugar, alright? It's very, very hot. And once it starts melting, it's gonna start caramelizing as well and turning brown. And what we're aiming for is a nice toasty brown color, a very tan color, and we'll get to that in a second. Alright, so to save time, we've cut out a little bit of the caramel making process. It's really only been like a minute and a half. You didn't miss much. In fact, what you really should be doing is staying lubricated. So here's some more shandy. That's dandy. I'm handy. And Bethany, take a look over here. You'll see that the sugar has really started to melt and it's starting to get a little bit brown. This is really good. That means it's sort of working. We're gonna let that continue to cook. Right now we are about 1 minute away from the eggs being ready to come out of the ice bath. But we'll go ahead and watch the sugar here. Okay. I mean, this is a beautiful thing, this caramel sauce. But like I said already, it's hotter than lava. Well, maybe not that hot, literally, but it's very hot. If you get any of this on you, you will be super sorry. So don't do it. As the sugar gets close to being done, you'll notice that it's starting to foam. It's forming that white foam on top, and that actually is perfect. So once it gets to this level, we're gonna turn it off because it's gonna continue to cook in here for a while. And let's move on. Yeah. So I put the caramel sauce in the Instant Pot to wait. It's already poured in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and peel the eggs. They've been sitting in the egg bath, in the ice bath for 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and see how these open up, right? So it's been right out of the ice bath. Gonna crack it open like this, all around. See if these are easy to peel. They sure are, look at that. Everything comes right out. Super easy. This one. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of the eggs this way. Alright, just crack them all the way around. Get in there. So yeah, I think this will work, right? Can you see the egg here, Bethany? Yeah? You like eggies, right? Yeah. Alright, so boom. Boom. How you doing, potheads? The eggs are cooked and ready, and our caramel is in the pot. I set it to saute. We're gonna go ahead and start getting the pork ready, all right? As always, stay lubed, my friends. Go ahead and put the pork in here. Okay. Gonna let that cook down and add some water on top. But we're also gonna add coconut water. Coconut water adds a sweetness and it really adds to the flavor. When you put the coconut with the caramel and the pork, it all comes together. It's like this symphony in your mouth. Now, if you don't have coconut water, you just use regular water. It won't be the same. So if it's possible, you really do want some coconut water. You can buy that canned, the bottled Zico stuff or whatever you're gonna use. And when you open up the coconut, I just use a cleaver That's really the easiest way for me. I don't have that Cocoa Jack or whatever those expensive things are. When I do it with the cleaver, I just down and like that. One more, one more. Okay, made a nice little square, and we're able to open up the coconut. Can you get in there, Bethany? See how beautiful this is? And this is one whole coconut's worth of water. So we're gonna put that right into our pot. We're gonna go ahead and take some more hot water. I happen to have some hot water ready here. Make sure that we've covered up our pork real well. I'm gonna take the eggs, our eggs that we peeled. They're here as well. They're gonna go in, and we'll be right back. Wow. One of the things about only having one Instant Pot, hint hint, Instant Pot people, is that you have to cook rice in a separate container for your dinner if you're making Thit Kho. So I take my rice, put it in my rice cooker like this, and we're gonna rinse it really well. Alright, we're gonna rinse this out. We're gonna keep rinsing it. Ignore the dirty dishes. Actually, don't ignore them. I mean, they're dirty dishes. They're there. That's how we live. Nice and milky the first time. Alright, I'm gonna dump that out. Put in some more water. Okay. Rinse the rice until the water's no longer this white, dusty, milky color. Do it, and then probably wonder how much water is going to need to be there. As most Asians will tell you, there's a trick. It's called your first segment of your finger, this knuckle right here. You stick it in and you touch the rice, and the water level should come up right to that first segment of your finger. Got a little bit too much water in here. I'm going to put some out, and that's it. So now we put it in the rice cooker, we cook it, and when the Thit Kho is done, our rice will be ready to go as well. Alright, welcome back my fellow potheads. The rice has finished cooking, and so has the Thit Kho. Now, the Thit Kho has been under natural pressure release for the last 16 minutes. I was trying for 15, so we're gonna go ahead and release the pressure now. You take the back of a spoon like this, stick it in here, and slowly let the remaining pressure out. The pin falls down. We're not gonna mess around. You can go to town. Over here on the rice side, the rice is completely cooked. If you want to take a look in here, you'll see we like it a little mushy, just like this. So this is gonna be perfect. It goes really well with the Thit Kho. All right, so that's gonna be ready to go. And then over here, the Thit Kho is ready. It's been cooking for 45 minutes on manual. Gone ahead and released the pressure. Take a look. In here, you can see rich caramel sauce has flavored all the broth, the meat, the eggs. Let's take one of these out and see how we did today. All right, right here. As you can see, flakes apart really easy with the spoon. And now we're gonna go in for the taste test. It's soft, it's juicy. You got the saltiness from the fish sauce. You got the sweetness of the coconut water, as well as the caramel blended together with the meat. It's fantastic. So now we're gonna serve the Thit Kho and the eggs with the rice, and it's dinner time. So get well lubricated yourself, have your dinner, and I'll catch you next time, potheads.